Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida's offense will go on the attack first. The Gators able to escape the last time these two met, winning a title.
Well, they needed great leadership late in the game. They got it from the quarterback position. They got it from defense. And that's always one thing you know about this one, David. Your leaders in the locker room, this is the game that they need to step up.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great way to start this game. And one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Dumps it off in the flats. Knocked down for the tackle. And the decibel level starting to increase here on this early 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The short hands, it's Thomas. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Pulls and fires complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Good timing on the quick out. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Gators move the chains on the design run for the quarterback, another facet to this offense.
Yeah, and so many things to defend. You think about the Gators, You think about speed out wide. You think about speed and playmakers at running back. And now you throw the quarterback into the mix, and I think that's when you've seen them have the most success in the recent history. Just a guy at the quarterback spot that can absolutely hurt you.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The give to the tailback. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this will be caught at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They'll try to sneak it. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Penn. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Georgia! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over South Carolina. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the missed connection on third down. The Gators decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Now facing a third and long. Motion from the back. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Fires to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with second and 13. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Street. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Turning it on! He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Gators will punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. He's open on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Street. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Third and short now from their own 48. Gets the back moving. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. He's going to fire deep. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Dogs! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by just one over North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Got a man in the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. To the air on first down. Finds his target down the middle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed over the middle at Street. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Quick completion on the out route. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. 3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 20.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Gators line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Penn. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Off the play fake. That's caught, it's Penn.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They want to throw it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly, they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level now. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the 2nd half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive going to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Powers through the defender. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Thomas. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Street. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Penn. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Penn. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Catch in the middle. It's Church. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to New Mexico. Just another week of college football.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Street. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Got it behind the line, it's Booker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to have. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. To the air, it's Wicks. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Street. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. Yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to pass, it's Wicks. Snagged in the middle, it's Booker.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the